මතක බණක් හැටියට අපි ඔබ සියලු දෙනාම එකට ශ්‍රවණය කිරීමට සිටින්නේ අපගෙන් වෙන්ව ගිය ඔබ සෑම දෙනාම ඇසුරු කරපු මේ කුමාරී බණ්ඩාර පෙරසිංහ නොනමාත්මිය වෙනුවෙන් එතුමියගේ පවුලේ සහෝදරියන් අපි දන්නවා කමලාංගනී මහත්මිය, නීනා මහත්මිය, රෝසි මහත්මිය, ඒ වගේම විවාහක මාතෘ ගාමිණී මහත්මයා ප්‍රමුඛ ඒ සියලු දෙනාම දූ දරුවන් සෑම දෙනාම ඒ පවුලේ අය. We are here to in a customary way listen to reflect upon the Dhamma according to our tradition. After passing away of someone, a relative or a friend, we gather to the vihara, or we invite a monk, or we reflect the Dhamma. The purpose of reflection of Dhamma is to develop insight. Because sometimes when someone passes away, we are very worried. We become very sad. So instead of suffering with these emotions of sadness and sorrow, the Buddhist tradition is we develop samvega. Samvega is the word we mention. Such deep insight is there. Samvega means spiritual urgency, spiritual reflection. Samvega means not mere sorrow or sadness or lamentation, nothing like that. Reflection according to the Dhamma, and to understand about the life and also nature of the life. Then we can console our heart and mind, and we can understand the thing. We say things as they truly are. We can understand the nature of this existence. So there are so many people today have gathered here because he was so much connected with our society, especially Sri Lankan society, and also well connected with the London Buddhist Vihara. I think once or twice she had never forgotten to give a call to the London Buddhist Vihara. Whatever news she heard or something, whatever she was impressed or to say, first she gave the call to the London Buddhist Vihara and talk with us. And sometimes so she was very in very friendly means very loud. She called to the monks sometimes Pute. She called to us Pute. Sometimes when Venerable Kassapa was here, little monk, he asked, where is the Baba? Where is the Baba? That's the way she called us, Puti. Not only for the monks, actually, she called to everyone like that way. And so friendly and love to everyone, and everyone actually loved her. Such a very, very enthusiastic, and she had developed very close social ties with our society, and very religious minded. Very religious minded. She had great saddha toward the Buddha and Dhamma Sangha. And generous, very generous. She wanted to give dana and also various ways. She contributed to all the charity works here. Whatever she heard, she wanted to contribute. Not even in this country, but also she had contributed to in Sri Lanka for many activities, charitable or sometimes relatives, whenever they needed, she was so generous to provide all these necessities. Such a good person, a lady of great integrity, very kind-hearted, very soft-hearted person, and very talented actually. She composed, she was a poet actually. She composed poems. We had a lot of cards which we received on our birthdays, all the months, with a poem. So lovely, very poetic. And even she had sent a poem to the Queen as well. She said, well, I got a reply, you see. She was so happy. So although she had some physical problems, as we know, she was on wheelchair, but she never thought about her disabilities. She was thinking about to be happy, reflecting Dhamma. She had good knowledge actually. Oh, I remember once they wanted to give a sermon here. Then I arranged that. I arranged on Saturday program. She gave a Dhamma talk. Very enthusiastic person, very social. Such a good person. We remember today. Very courageous, although she was on the wheelchair, but she never thought she was disabled. She wanted to go wherever she wanted to, even some funeral services she attended, right? With the help of others. And she never forgotten to attend the vihara functions like Poya days. We celebrated our Buddha Day and Asala Day and Katina ceremonies as well. Once she sponsored with other sisters. We remember so many things, all of you may remember, because she had such a good life. We reflect upon the Sangvega. I was thinking about Sangvega means spiritual urgency. Spiritual urgency. Because life is impermanent. Like Prince Siddhartha, when he had seen an old person, a sick person, and a dead body or corpse, he never postponed. And he left his palace, he left his royalty. That is the spiritual urgency. But you are lay people, you have a lot of responsibilities, duties, and we can't do it. You can't do it, we know that. But we should develop that spiritual urgency is so important. Because life is unpredictable, but life is an opportunity. Human life is an opportunity for all of us. We have successions of life. This very life we are fortunate being born as human beings. And death is followed by birth, and birth is followed by death. Within this death and birth, we encounter a lot of things, series of vicissitudes we encounter, and we need to understand this significance of the human existence. This is a good opportunity for all of us, because we have a brain, so we are capable to understand the philosophies and theories and opinions, whatever it is, especially as we were born as Buddhist. We are fortunate to develop wisdom according to Buddha's experiences. Buddha shared his wonderful wisdom with us, and we can see the things as they are through the light of the Buddha's wisdom. So let us see a very important discourse which I have selected for today for the reflection. As I was thinking what is the topic should be today, I'm thinking about. Then I selected this Vihara-Sathipattana Sutra. I'm not going to give a sermon covering Satipatthana Sutra. It's a very vast, very long discourse, vast subject. Mindfulness is very vast subject. So I'm not going to reflect or explain all these parts, but only one particular area I have selected, that is Kaya-anupassana. Kaya-anupassana, reflection on the body as the body. So in the beginning, the Buddha said, the beginning sentence, the preamble sentence is Ekayano bhikkhave. Ekayano means this is, some scholars, they have translated this is the only way, but some scholars like Dr. Welpur Rahula, like those, some scholars have translated as this is the direct path, not the only way, this is the direct path. For the purification of being. Purification means not in the sense of body, or this is the purification of the mind. There are so many defilements arise in the mind because the mind is conditioned some negative ways and we get angry and we have some other negativity, jealousy, and other resentments, etc. So how can we purify our mind? If you want to purify our face, we wash our face. If you want to clean our teeth, we brush our teeth. If you want to purify our clothes, we put into the washing machine with some chemicals. How do we purify our mind? This is very important part in Buddhism. Buddha's teaching. How can we purify our mind? This is very sure, definitely. No any doubts. No any doubts. This is certainly we can purify our mind practicing meditation. Everyone likes to purify our mind. Everyone likes the purity of mind because it illuminates our mind, illuminates our life. Purity is very good. We all like it. That's why we wash our clothes and etc. Clean our place, etc. How can we purify our mind? There are a lot of impurities, possibility to arise in our mind. No need to highlight it. Possibilities. Because mind is conditioned. Sometimes we get angry. So, Buddha's teaching, the uniqueness of the teaching is part of the Buddha's teaching. Practically, we have to purify our mind. We can do it. And there is a possibility to everyone. Whatever the characters or temperaments we have, Buddha's recommended. Various kind of topics are 40 topics to purify our mind. 40 topics. If one topic is not compatible, not fixed for one temperament, then there are other 39. So there are 40 objects for purification of mind. One of the aspects of Buddhist meditation, you can say you can relax your mind, you can calm down your mind. Certainly we can do it. At the same time, purity of mind. We can experience the purity of mind. We see deep, peaceful state of mind. The mind can go to the deep, peaceful state of the consciousness. That is why we do meditate. That is why we practice meditation. So I go to the point again. Sattanang visuddhiya. Soka pariddavanang samatikkamaya. To overcome grief and lamentation. When someone passes away, we have grief and lamentation. So in order to overcome that grief and lamentation, this is the medicine. Meditation. A lot of people practice. When they encounter such things, disasters, then they start to practice. This is a very good way, as we are Buddhist, very fortunate to have this important technique in Buddhist teachings. We can practice meditation. we can understand impermanence, and mind become free from the sorrowful object gradually. Then we can develop peace in us. So that is the part. Soka paridavanan samatikkamaya, our pain, to overcome our pain mentally, and also to reach the Noble Eightfold Path, to reach the Noble Eightfold Path, Nyaya Sadhikamaya, Nibbana Sachikiriyaya, Nibbana Nirvana Pinisa, Chattaro Sathipattana. As I said that I am going to reflect upon first part of the Satipatthana, Kaya Anupassana. O Kaya Gata Sati. There are Kaya Gata Sati discourse, Kaya Gata Sati Sutra. At the same time, one part of the Satipatthana Sutta, among the four foundations of mindfulness, is Kaya Anupassana. Reflect upon the body, on the body. You can understand, the modern scientists have analyzed the body. Exactly the same way Buddha was actually a biologist. Some modern scientists say, according to their discoveries, Buddha was also a very great biologist. So why Buddha has analyzed from the head to the toe every parts of the body, every organs of the body, taken all the small particles, atomic particles. Buddha had analyzed that. So we can understand that according to this discourse. Usually when we think about our life, most important thing of the life is our body. We think we are living because we are our body. And so when we see according to Buddhist teachings, most important topic is analyzing the body into 5 aggregates. Body analyzed into 5 aggregates. These 5 aggregates are form, means body. We all have this form, our body, rupa and feelings or sensation, rupa vedana, sanya, perception, and sankara and consciousness. I would like to reflect a little bit about these 5 aggregates because we are reflecting of Kaya Anupassana, reflecting on the body. What are these? The body part we know, Rupa Skandhaya. There are 28 parts of the body being explained in Abhidhamma, Rupa Paramarthaya. In this discourse, body actually being analyzed in various ways. I would like to reflect little by little all these parts going through. So, First, I would like to take among the 5 aggregates the consciousness. That comes at the end of these 5 aggregates sequentially, but the last one is easy to understand. Consciousness, vijnana. Consciousness is awareness. Or cognition. We cognize the external world. How can we cognize? And also internal, yes. We have 5 senses, our sensory perception. We can see eyes, nose, tongue, body, ears. These are the senses. So consciousness arises due to these 5 senses. If we take mind also as a sense, manindriya, that's then 6 altogether. So due to chakku vijnana means eye awareness, when I encounter or see an object, then chakku vijnana. And sota vijnana, the ear meets with sounds, then vijnana, sota vijnana. Gana vijnana, when nose smell something, then gana vijnana, awareness. We recognize that, awareness. Then jiva vijnana, we taste the things, then we see jiva vijnana, awareness of the tongue, consciousness of the tongue. And body vijnana, tangible things. When our body touch something, then we have this kaya vijnana, means tangible consciousness, or consciousness of the body. And mind, if mind create or reflect or think about, then mind, mano vijnana, consciousness of mind. This is the way the consciousness arises, awareness. If they are active, pasada, rupa means sensitive part. If we have the sensitive part of eye, we can see. If we have the sensitive part, ear, we can hear. This is the way we live. We live in the world and we are aware, we see, we hear, we taste and we touch, all these things. This is the consciousness part in this context. Then perception. Perception is when we have this consciousness, the mind is actually neutral. But after perception, we give labels. Whatever we see, we give labels. Or we judge these things. We judge these things. And we recognize, we distinguish all these things. We label things. This is good or this is no good, something like that. This is the perception. And we taste it and we say, we judge it, good or bad or lovely, whatever it is. This is the way perception. It is actually our in Abhidhamma it says Javana process. In the thought process, 17 thought process, part 7 javanas are there. When the object goes through the javanas, outcome is at the beginning very raw data, but when you go through the javana process, there is something connected with our volition. Then that is the perception. Then outcome is karma. But here sankhara. Sankhara. So, sankhara, volitional activities. These are the 5 aggregates. I explained solidity, or the body part. In various ways we can analyze. Kalapa is the subatomic particles. All they are actually not in solid in the body. They are actually like a vibration. The kalapa is subatomic particles of the body. They are vibrations. Such a very micro level. We can analyze that according to Abhidhamma. So that is body, and the other 4 parts connected with the mind. Vedana means feeling. When we have perceived the sanya, perception, after perception we have feeling of pleasant feeling, unpleasant feelings, or neutral feelings. These are the Vedana. So the 5 aggregates are Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. They are the 5 aggregates, Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. These 5 aggregates are given in detail in Abhidhamma, because in Buddhism, very important to understand the life, because we can develop kind of insight. What is this life? So according to Abhidhamma, the 5 aggregates, knowledge of 5 aggregates, given deep insight for everyone. Then the last part is sankhara. I would like to little bit go through the concept of sankhara. Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. What is sankhara? Sankhara is very important. Again, there are 3 areas this concept of sankhara being given. One is already I have said, that is in the 5 aggregates. One is sankhara. Sankhara. In the 5 aggregates, sankhara means actually mental status. Mental status, what we call chetasika. 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 How many chetasikas are there? 50? 52 chetasikas. But according to this context of 5 aggregates, only 50 chetasikas, mental status, have been taken. Why? Other 2 chetasikas, Sanya and Vedana, already are part of the 5 aggregates. The others 2 chetasikas, so therefore other chetasikas means mental it is. Anger is a chetasika. Love, metta is a chetasika. Karuna is a chetasika. Jealousy is a chetasika. So chetasikas are in our mind possibilities to create good thoughts or evil thoughts. Okay? So therefore, to be aware, possibility to arise when the mind is conditioned, there is a possibility to arise these good or negative or positive side. So there are 52 Chaitasikas, okay? Chaitasikas are included in the 5 aggregates, okay? And the second place is, I have said that 3 areas. In the Paticca Samuppada, Avidya Pacca Sankhara. You remember? Avidya Pacca Sankhara. Ignorance is the cause of Sankhara. As I said that this is Sankhara means karma. Due to our ignorance, we create karma. Karma, you know karma, but karma is a big, vast subject in Buddhism. Karma, volitional activities. All these volitional activities are done due to our ignorance. So therefore, maybe wholesome or maybe unwholesome. There are sankhara, punyabhi sankhara, apunyabhi sankhara, aninjabhi sankhara, 3 types of sankharas. Punya means you understand punya, wholesome or meritorious deed. Apunyabhi sankhara means unwholesome activities, unwholesome activities. Aninjabhi sankhara, pau karna. Pink karna, pau karna, pink karna, pau karna. That is punyabhi sankhara and apunyabhi sankhara. Aninjabhi sankhara means imperturbable. That is the way they have translated. Venerable Jnanaponi has translated like this. Perturbable. That means attaining formless jhanas, arupamachara jhana, like nothingness, limitless consciousness, limitless space, neither perception, no non-perception. They are arupamachara jhana. There is no form. There is no form in the sky. Akasanam chayate. Likewise. They are called aninjabhi sankhara. All these are done. So if we are not enlightened, we have to do kusala. Because our wisdom is not completed, still ignorance is there. Therefore, as we are travelers in the samsara, we need to create good karma. Unfortunately, due to unawareness, due to lack of wisdom, we do unskillful actions as well. So this is karma. So that is the Paticca Samuppada, okay? Paticca Samuppada. Second area. First area, Panchaskandha. Second area, Paticca Samuppada. Third area is in the Dhammapada. In the Dhammapada. Sabbe sankhara anicchati. You remember that? In the Pansagula ceremonies, we all recite that. Sabbe sankhara anicchati. Sabbe sankhara dukkhati. But the third line is different. Sabbe dhamma anattati. You see, there is a difference. Okay? First one is sabbe sankhara anicca. All conditioned things are impermanent. All conditioned things are impermanent. No one can challenge this truth. Okay? Sabbe sankhara, all conditioned things. That means 5 aggregates. Buddha wanted to explain about the 5 aggregates, but not only the 5 aggregates, but everything in the world. Everything in the world are impermanent. And sabbe sankhara dukkhati. all conditioned things are source of dukkha. All unenlightened experiences, we deludedly say happiness and sorrow, something like that. But Buddha gave only one word, dukkha. Dukkha means unsatisfactoriness. Unsatisfactoriness. Because we are not satisfied. We are not satisfied. One wealthy man was telling me he was unable to buy the very comfortable car, I was telling. Then one day I met him, and when he visited, did you buy that? Oh no, I was thinking. Then I gave a book to him. A monk who sold his Ferrari. That is the name of the book. That is the name of the book. A monk who sold his Ferrari. Sialla Attala Sadhuvaraya කියලා තියෙනවා. පොතක්. මං කිව්වා මෙන්න මේක කියවලා බලන්න. After that one day I asked, how do you feel? One day I don't want to buy no cars. Because he had a lot of stress. He was a solicitor. He was very rich. In the book it says, but one day in the court he fell down due to his stress. In the court, is very reputed man, a solicitor. Then finally he thought, but when he conscious, then he thought he got some time, and finally he left his real life, and he went to India. He became a monk, not a Buddhist monk. He became he liked to practice solitude. And he gave up all these things. The name of the book is The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. So this is the way we are not satisfied. We are not satisfied. In a simile it says like drinking salty water for the thirst. When one is thirsty, if one gives salty water, he becomes more thirsty. Likewise, we are not satisfied in this existence. So therefore dukkha is there, because the things are not permanent. They are not remain as we wish. Yampi chang nalabati. If we cannot get what we wish, then the suffering is there, and things are not remain as we wish. This is the cause of the desire. Okay? So dukkha is there. Sabbe sankhara dukkha. The sankhara here 5 aggregate, but not only the aggregates, but also everything is like that, which we have attached. The last one, the third stanza, Gata, it says, Sabbe Dhamma Anattati. Oh, no, that is the thing I wanted to highlight, explain. Sabbe Dhamma Anattati means the word Dhamma is wider than Sankhara. That is the reason the Buddha used that word. Sabbe Sankhara Anicca, Sabbe Dhamma Anatta, not Sankhara. Because not within the 5 aggregates, but outside of the 5 aggregates also there is no any permanent entity in this universe. That is the reason. He used the Dhamma. Within and without. He wanted to say within and without. Sankhara means within, but Dhamma is without means even, Pudgala Nairatmavada means within the five aggregates no so-called permanent self, and Dharma Nairatma Bhava is without, means outside even in the nirvana, permanent entity. So that is the reason. So if one sees this non-self idea, it is also more among the three parts of the ultimate realities, means anicca, dukkha, anatma. One can understand the Buddhist teachings. Without understanding anatta, the wisdom is not completed. You see, kondanya, vapa, badhya, mana, asaji. 5 ascetic monks, they listen to the Buddha. First, Kondanya became Sotapanna stream enter. He entered to the stream. Sota means stream. Stream to the liberation. Okay? He attained Sotapanna. Then again Buddha gave a sermon to Vapa, Bhati, Manama, Asa. They all became Sotapanna. But their wisdom was not completed. Buddha gave Ananta Lakkhana Sutta in order to complete their liberation. Ananta Lakkhana means Anatmatave, non-self idea. Whole Indian philosophy, religious philosophy has developed in various Buddhist, various traditions of philosophy or on the subject of Atma, liberation of Atma. The Buddhist teaching is different, Anatta. So, Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta. That is the 3 stanzas in Dhammapada, the difference, the last one to the other 2. The Sankhara is there. So, we need to understand only few minutes. Minutes means I want another sometimes to complete Kayanupassana. Now I come to the Kayanupassana. Okay? Kayanupassana, how do we feel that we have a body? If we close your eyes, how do you feel that you have a body? When pain is arise, you can see, oh, pain is there. Dukkha Vedana. If you don't have pain, when you put your hand on your chest, you can see breathing process. You can see rising and falling of your abdomen. That is the breathing. So, in the Satipatthana Sutta, the main and most important part is develop concentration or develop wisdom inside according to the breathing. Various parts, various types of breaths are there. At least you can recognize in breath and out breath. Okay, Ana, Apana. Ana means in breaths. Apana means out breath or breathing out. These 2. But if we develop little or keen awareness, then we can say, oh, there is short in breath as well, and there is short out breath as well. This is the way. When you concentrate on breathing, what happens to your mind? Your mind certainly becomes pure. Because the object is very neutral object. When your mind is connected with the breathing process, you experience breaths and then mind gradually calm down, mind become peaceful, you can test it. Then there is no any opportunity to develop negativities in the mind, because mind is connected with neutral object of breathing. When there is a secret, there is a very secret. When you start to meditate on breathing, actually, vitaka is the first jhanic factor. When your mind is connected on the breathing process, that is vitaka, jhana factor. Vichara, you examine. Like the bee landing on the flowers, search going here and there the nectar. Likewise, we observe the different types of breaths. So mind is active, means working there, observing different breaths. Then vitak vichar piti, then happiness arises. Happiness means rapture, spiritual feeling, spiritual happiness arises. Mind becomes free from sorrow, lamentation, grief. Then happiness. And sukha is relaxing. Your mind becomes relaxed. When you are angry, your breathing is very rough. Certainly. Just think about when you are angry, your breaths are very rough. Harima goros vidiyata husma ganna. Diga husma karagana pita karana. Something like that. When you are peaceful, your breaths are very subtle, very neutral, very gentle. Then you enjoy it. Then mind becomes relaxed. That is the way we can experience this. So breathing is one part. Okay, I go to the next part. What is the next part? Is actually in the in this discourse. Iriyapata means postures. How many postures we have? One is sitting posture. As you are sitting, this is the posture. One. Okay? Aware about your body, I am sitting. Okay? Then standing. Then you sleep. When you sleep, the sleeping posture and walking posture. These are the four postures. In the Iriyapata Pabba, in the meditation, Gacchanto va gacchami ti pajanati, tito va titomi ti pajanati, nisinno va nisinnomi ti pajanati. I know I am sitting, I know I am standing, I know I am walking, I know I am sleeping. This is the awareness about your postures. So if you are not aware about your postures, you don't need to aware all the time when you are sitting, I am sitting, I am sitting. No. But to be aware about your postures. And next part is Sampajanya Pabba. Sampajanya means clear comprehension of the activities of the body. Clear comprehension of the activities of the body. Not being deluded, whatever you do, you are not aware about what you are doing. But Sampajanya is awareness, clear comprehension of your activity. Abhikante, patikante, sampajanakari hoti. Alokite, vilokite, sampajanakari hoti. Patta jivara dharane, sampajanakari hoti. Gate tite nisinne, etc., etc. That means going forward, you are aware. And coming back, you are aware. Abhikante, patikante. And alokite, vilokite, when you look at forward, you are aware. When you look at away from the other side or sides, you are aware about that. This is the way. And samminjite pasarite means when you stretch your hand, you are aware, and bending, you are aware. Such a very subtle way. We should aware all these limbs. Samminjite pasarite, standing, I know I am standing. I am stretching my hand, awareness about that. We can develop such a subtle level. So this way, the monks wearing the robes and taking bowl, Gatitite is standing, walking, and even tunni bhave. If someone is keeping silence, to be aware about, I am silent. I am silent. Okay? Right. So therefore, even go to the washroom, aware about going to washroom as well. That is the last part. This way, sampajanya. Sampajanya means clear comprehension. The another part is patikula manasikara. The fourth part is patikula manasikara, means repulsiveness of the body. Repulsiveness of the body. You may think, why we have to see those repulsive? Why don't we see the beauty of our body? You know, pancha kalyana, you know. Beauty of teeth, beauty of hair, beauty of bones, ati kalyana, vayu kalyana. If someone is old, 80 years old, even though looks as 30, that is vaya kalyana. You know, you look young. That is vaya kalyana. Some people ask, you look like 16 years old. That is vaya kalyana. But actually we get old and something like that. But see about that. Kalyana means beauty. But this repulsiveness is the opposite side. Why we have to develop opposite side? Dukkha dvomanasanam attangamaya. We have to overcome the suffering. All these people discover, scientists discover a lot of things, but they haven't overcome suffering. All these beauty pageants, they see the beauty, but they haven't overcome suffering. In order to overcome suffering, we have to understand the impermanence or repulsiveness of the body. You can see, if you see a tooth in your teacup, how do you feel? That is the repulsiveness. If you see a single hair on your plate, what do you think? That is repulsive. Oh, I don't like it. That's the way. Okay? But this is the way, the 32 parts of the body. Okay? 32 parts of the body. I have written somewhere. Hair of the head, hair of the body, nails, teeth, skin, flesh, bones, bone marrow, or kidney, heart, liver, etc. All these parts, ati must be kaya, kesa, loma, naga, danta, chatu, changsa, naharu, all these saliva, fat, and pus, all these things are there. Bile, phlegm. So we take part by part, then we can see we have some kind of spiritual feelings. Regardless the beauty of the body, we can see something. We are living temporary. all these are temporary. In meditation, okay? In meditation. And Dhatu Manasikara is the fifth one. Dhatu Manasikara is the reflection of the elements of the body. How many elements are in the body? Solid or Patavi. Patavi. Patavi is the solidness of the body. Bones are very solid part. Patavi, Apo. Apo means the fluidity of the body, like saliva, like water, blood, urine, etc. And the other part is part of the Apo, Tejo is there is temperature of the body, other temperature, heat. Is some extent temperature. And Vayu means air. We breathe in and breathe out. There is in the body the air part, or gas, or air. These are the Manasikara, Dhatu Manasikara, Patavi Apo Tejo Vayu. In the Suddhastaka, there are 8 parts. Rupa, Sabda, Gandha, Rasa. This is 8 parts. But they are Dhatu, elements. The final one, Navasivatika. Navasivatika means reflection of cemeteries, reflection of carnal grounds. Carnal ground here in this context, if the body is discarded in a forest, we say කැලේ ගහනවා කියලා කියන්නේ. කැලේ ගහනවා කියනවා නේද? That is the word. In ancient times, the body they have put in the forest or in a carnal ground. So they like to give it for the benefit of animals. Kake iva kichamanam, ulale iva kichamanam, sunake iva kichamanam. Vultures come in the evening and eat. And sunake, dogs come and eat it. And crows come, crows come and eat it. This way, birds eat it. Okay? In the Satipatthana Sutta, they say that. All these are. So some people like to donate their body to the laboratories and ask them to do your science research. They give the laboratories. Some people like in India, not in this country, leave my body in the forest or something like that. Then we can see the 9 parts of the body. If it is not eaten by animals, then it split after 3 days, it says. And part by part, then finally appear the skeleton, and everywhere the parts of the bones. These are the 9 stages of the body deterioration, reflection. In the Satipatthana Sutta, Kayanupassana is this. I cover all the 6 parts right now. In my sermon time to terminate now, I try to explain the Kayanupassana because I have chosen intentionally We are here to Marananussati, reflect upon death reflection. The part of the death reflection is very appropriate, but Kaya Anupassana is the whole picture of our life. We can develop insight. Vipassana knowledge is this. Vipassana knowledge is this. We need Vipassana knowledge. So therefore, we are here, as I mentioned at the beginning, to commemorate a very important, very unique, very good, very friendly member of our society. She was born in the family. 3 sisters are here, and Kusum is also who look after this Kumari. She is also here. All the others in-laws are here, and grandchildren are here. All you loved her. She loved you as well. So, but unfortunately, she was physical problems she had. We all accepted. Otherwise, she was so wise, so intelligent, so talented, lovely lady, passed away. So, blessings of this sermon, punya, we conclude, may all the punya that we have developed listening this sermon may go to our dear Kumari Bandara Peru singer. May she receive our blessings. May ping etumiyata anumodam vetwa. Api kawurut itama adare karapu. Api silu denatama adare karapu. Bohoma mundu molok hadawatak tibicca. Silu denatama karunaවෙන් මෛත්‍රියෙන් පුතේ දුවේ කියලා කතා කරපු. ගිය ජනවාරි 1 වෙනිදාත් ආවා මේ විහාරෙට. ඉතින් එතුමිය වෙත අපි මේ රැස් කරගත්තා වූ පුණ්‍ය සම්භාර ධර්මය අනුමෝදන් කරනවා, අනුමෝදන් වෙත්වා. එතුමිය දිව්‍ය ලෝකයක ඇති. හැබැයි හිතපු තත්ත්වයේ හැටියට එතුමියට ලොකු නිදහසක් ලැබුණා කියලා මට හිතෙනවා. මොකද ටිකක් සෆර් කරා මේ තිබිච්ච වේදනාවන් වලින්. ඉතින් එතුමියට සංසාර ගමනට මෙවැනි ආබාධ කිසිවක් නොවේවා. හොඳට පින්දහම් කරපු එකනේ. කොච්චර අමාරුකම් තිබුණත් පින්දහම් කිරීම කවදාවත් පසුබට වුණේ නැහැ. බොහොම හොඳට පින්දහම් කරපු එතුමියට අද දවසේ අපි විසින් රැස් කර ගන්නා ලද මේ පුණ්‍ය සම්භාර ධර්මය අපි පින් එතුමියට අනුමෝදන් කරනවා. අනුමෝදන් වෙත්වා. ආදරණීය මේ සහෝදරියට අක්කේ කියලා කියන්න පුළුවන් මේ සහෝදරියරුන්ට ඒ අත්තමාට ඔබ නමින් අපි නමින් මෙසේ එතුමියට මගේද මේ පින් අනුමෝදන් කරන්න කැමතියි. මේ අපි සියලු දෙනාම සාදු කියලා මේ පින් එතුමිය අනුමෝදන් වෙත්වා. සංසාරයේ මෙවැනි ආබාධ නොවි ඒ අඩුපාඩුවත් සම්පූර්ණ කරගෙන හොඳ සංසාරික ජීවිතයක් ගත කරන්න ලැබේවා. එතුමියට ඒ කරන ලද මහානීය පුණ්‍ය කර්ම එතුමියට පිහිට වෙනවා නිසකෝම. එතුමියට උතුම් නිර්වාණ සම්පත්තිය සාක්ෂාත් වෙත්වා. අභිවා ඔබ සැමටද මේ පින් නිබ්බාන පච්චෝ හෝතු ආසවක්කයෝ වහන් හෝතු ආශ්‍රවයන් කාමාසව භාසව දිට්ඨාචවා අවිචාසවාදී කෙලෙස් ධර්මයන් දුරු කිරීමෙන් නිබ්බාන පච්චයෝ හෝතු නිර්වාණය පිණිස මේ පින් හේතු වාසනා වේවා කියලා ප්‍රාර්ථනා. අභිවාදන සිරිස නිචං වද්දා පචායිනෝ චතරෝ ධම්මා වඩ්ඩಂತಿ ආයුවන්නෝ සුඛං බලං ආයුරාෝග්‍ය සම්පatti සග සම්පatti මේවච අතෝ නිබ්බාන සම්පatti ඉමිනාතේ සමිජ්ජතු සියලු දෙනාටම තුන්වන්සරයි.